Do I look hot? I'll give you a hint. I am. But if I look hot, it's because of the dew point. And that's the topic of today's video. By the end of this, you're going to know everything that you need to know about dew point. So let's get started. If you've ever learned anything about dew point, it probably came from some guy giving the weather on TV. And occasionally they'll talk about dew point. Because of that, I developed a couple of theories about weather people. Either A, they don't know anything about what dew point really is, or B, their meteorological education has been so overwhelmingly detailed that it's far too complicated to explain to a normal person. Or C, they're trying to explain it in a complicated way that doesn't make any sense just to sound smart. Or D, a combination of all three. Dew point is not complicated. In fact, you don't need to understand anything at all about what it is or how we calculate it. So in this video, I'm going to tell you how it affects you as someone outside in the weather. And that's all you need to know. Anything else about dew point is completely meaningless. So pay attention, especially you guys in the back. Siri, can you tell me what dew point is?
Dew point means the atmospheric temperature according to pressure and humidity, below which water droplets begin to condense and dew can form.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Dew point is the result of a calculation, and it's expressed as degrees of temperature. The factors that go into dew point are air temperature, relative humidity, air pressure, Avogadro's number, and then for good measure we throw in Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, and the resulting product is the dew point. So when you do the calculation, and believe me, you don't have to do the calculation. My phone tells me what my dew point is where I am, and I never have to do the calculation. But temperature is an easy number to understand. It's the air temperature. Relative humidity, nobody understands relative humidity. Even the guys that try to explain it to you on TV don't really understand it. I consider it sort of a dark art of meteorology. Air pressure, nobody ever knows what the air pressure is. And I mean nobody. Avogadro's number, everybody knows what that is. And then Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, of course, we're not really sure what that is yet. I forget where I was going with this segment. As a real life example, it's currently 29 degrees here in White's Crossing. That's where I am right now. I'm walking back to Carbondale. And the dew point is 22 degrees. Now, a lot of people might think that the dew point is a simple representation of the feels like temperature, but that's not correct. Oh boy, I wish it was. I wish it did feel like 22 degrees. But that's not what it means. As a result of the calculation, we get a 22 degree dew point. Now, you look on my chart here, you'll see that 22 degrees is in it's not the heat, it's the humidity category, which is one step below where you start to consider if life is worth living. If we hit 23 degrees or plus in the dew point, it's total and complete misery. So right now I'm close to total and complete misery, but not quite there. One thing to remember about dew point, and you can amaze your friends with this fact at a party, the dew point can never be higher than the temperature. So if the temperature now was 22, the dew point could be 22, but it would probably be lower. It can never be higher than the temperature. It can be equal to the temperature, but never higher. It's not the heat, it's the humidity, of course, is one of those local jocularities that we have here in Carbondale. It's okay to say it because you think it makes you sound like a genius. And whoever you say it to has to react as if it's the first time they've heard it, And if it's not the first time they heard it, then they still have to laugh and chuckle to make you feel like a genius, and that they think it's still funny after hearing it 5 million times. Its wintertime equivalent, of course, is, "Did you order this snow?" So when you say that or hear that, you have to react in exactly the same way. That's if you come to Carbondale, Pennsylvania. Now, I'm guessing that a lot of communities have these either same quirks of language or something similar. Whatever they say in your town, put it in the comments below so I can pass them along and make fun of where you live. The takeaway for the dew point discussion is this: dew point determines how comfortable you feel outside, not the temperature, not the humidity, not Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. If you know the dew point, you can just check it on your phone before you go out, and you can know instantly whether you're going to be comfortable, sticky, or miserable. Thanks for watching. Be seeing you.